So this is probably the second favourite technique which I speak about across RMs and across all the teams that speak to RMs is yes. Forget yes completely. Reframe everything you do to ignore that word and avoid it as much as humanly possible. Now, through all our discussions right now with customers, this includes sales, uh, we are aiming for the golden yes, for them to give us commitment on something. And what happens when you're doing that is twofold. You're either going to get a very quick, very dismissive response because they just want to proceed to the next question, or you're going to get quite a defensive approach because you're asking them for commitment on something that you want. Going back to the choices and the decisions, if you take the decision making ability from a customer, they'll probably find that they want it back. You know, they want to be in control of what's going on. And when you ask for yes, you're asking for them to commit to what you want, right? And it's easy to understand from something as simple as, hello, my name's David Law. Have you got 5 minutes to talk? You're hoping for yes. To, hello, my name's David Law. Have you got, is now a bad time to talk? You know, I nearly said it again there, but is now a bad time to talk? No. What is a bad time to talk? You know, that kind of thing. You're hoping for a no in that thing. And when someone gives you a no, it's a much less committal way of answering you. No, 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 that's fine. You know, you just simply give them the no without realizing the fact that you've somewhat entered into a discussion now with that person. So, where do I see this in tech support? Because I only assume that most of tech support are watching this right now. Is when you're asking questions that you're hoping for a yes, because you're typing up your logs, and the QL, of course, has been working with you very recently about reducing RDR, and you want to make sure you've asked all the questions to the customer so that they've been yes, yes, no, yes, 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 no on everything, so that you're covered. So the RDR, if it goes wrong, is not your fault. My opinion may be different from that that's going around right now in the front line in the process is that is your fault. If you're asking a customer a question, hoping for yes, it's the wrong question every single time. Now, the best way to see this is, are there any other faults on the system? Yes or no, right? I guess you're kind of hoping for yes in that situation because you want to understand if you're going to get an RDR for a new fault found. Are there any other faults on the system? Yes. But again, that's committal. You're asking the customer to commit to you information that you're looking for, right? I personally avoid all binary, but if you can even reword it to a no. Are you aware of any other kind of faults in the system at all? No, 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 no. It's okay. It makes them think differently. It's not they're not on trial for different faults. You know, it's a softer way of asking the question. But what you could even further do, avoiding the word yes, and I believe truly you should avoid the word yes every possible opportunity you're on a call with a customer, is when you ask the question, make it open-ended and that it can't be a yes or a no. Again, going back to a new fault found, you could simply say, as I'm typing up this case, could you do a quick check of the system and just let me know if there's anything else that you see? You'd be very surprised how many other faults are covered by the warranty. So, you know, if there are keys, USB port, plastics problem, just let me know. I'm going to take a minute just to type this up. It lets the customer then have the opportunity to either go and check it or simply say, no, no, actually, I checked that before. There's no other faults. The ports seem okay, pretty good. It's a discussion instead of a simple yes, no, right? And while average handling time, of course, is a factor for all of us, it doesn't take much more to ask that extra than you would expect. That's an extra few seconds at all, and it will absolutely make a better improvement with things like RDR. Now, what you can, of course, do is as you're asking questions, you know, you could reframe them in a way that goes for no. The reason I have Ronald Reagan here on screen is because he very famously did this in his running against I can't remember the president. Jeez, I thought it was my notes, but it's not. Anyway, he runs against another president, and in the campaign, he simply asked a very, very clever question before the polls opened. Are you happy with the way America is right now? Are you happy with the economy, gas prices, the way that the job market is? If you're happy with that, then the answer is clear. If you're not, the answer even more clear. And of course, what he's hoping for in that case is that they're hoping for no. He's not looking for people to commit to his policies as a leader. He's looking for people to simply advise that they're not happy with the current policies for the current leader. And it's such a clever little reframe of the situation. And I would encourage you all, reframe your questions. Think about the questions that you ask on a regular basis, which are simple yes, and you're hoping for a yes. Ask them in a way that is asking for no. The engineer is going to be out between 9 and 5:30 tomorrow. Is that going to be a problem for you? Is that going to be any issue? No. Is a much better thing than are you going to be available between 9 and 5:30? So much different, right? Because they may answer yes, but it was just, yeah, whatever. Give me the hard drive. Try it. Let me know what you think, as always. And of course, let me know as RM if that helped you.